This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. If you click on the link in the description below, it'll take you to their store and they'll know I sent you there. Alright, before we jump into another Zendikar Rising draft, I want to remind everyone that my content is sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can visit their store by clicking on the link in the description below on YouTube or the logo below on Twitch. And if you do, it'll take you, as I said, to their store using my referral link, and they have all the Magic products you could want, so check them out. Okay, so Nahiri's binding is really strong. It might just be better than the Hierophant, just because the Hierophant, I mean, I've had success with it. You build around it, it does some sweet stuff, but it asks for a little bit more effort than Nahiri's binding does to be at its best. And, most of the time, this just amounts to a creature who, when it dies, gets you something back from your graveyard, which is pretty good, but not, like, crazy good. It's hard to ever really make it work, like, constantly, the whole game. Yeah, the Black-White Clerics deck is really good, and maybe that should be enough to push me in that direction. I'm kind of torn as to whether I want the Great Removal spell that might just be the best common, or Aura. I should probably take Aura. Should probably do it. Okay. So, Rabid Bite is pretty good, but I think Umara Wizard is actually better. It's one of the better of these double-face modal cards. Obviously, it doesn't go with Aura, but neither do the other good cards in this pack. So, I mean, Malakir Blood Priest does, but I think we'd probably take the Wizard. I like it because it's a good card even without the land side. Like, you would take this card pretty early. Well, Lull Mage's Familiar is calling to me. We do have another Blood Priest, but, we do have Aura and all of that, but it doesn't necessarily, I don't think it means you want to take every Cleric, including the kind of medium ones, like the Blood Priest, which, it does make the deck work pretty well, but I really like the Signpost. I think it's worth speculating on. Especially if we can get some roosts going. Hey, it is kind of good with Aura's Super Nintendo because it has lifelink. And it gets around the 2-for-1. So it is kind of built around Auras. If you really stretch your definition of what that means. Okay, probably feed the Swarm here. Yeah. Feed the Swarm for sure. Great removal spell, very efficient. Yeah, works well with the Cleric deck too, because you end up gaining life a lot. The Blood Priest is a solid 2-drop, but it's not the kind that you take over an Umara Wizard or a Lull Mage's Familiar. It's all we're saying. Like, yeah, I mean, especially in the Black-White deck, you'll play several copies of it. But you can also pick them up plenty late. Okay. Nimana Skydancer is pretty good. Vanquish the Weak might just be better, though. Probably is. Kills lots of problem creatures in this format. Expedition Diviner is pretty good, but right now I'm a little more inclined to take the removal. Okay, well, here's one of the good common payoffs for the Cleric deck. I'd probably just take it. Yeah, it's probably just the best card in this pack anyway, so that's easy enough. Now we kind of are hoping those 2-drops will wheel. Okay, so we're faced with another pretty good blue card, Expedition Diviner, but I think Nimana Skydancer is comparable. Yeah, and I think I'll just take it. Well, we'll take another Feed the Swarm, that's for sure. Okay, so probably the Constrictor. Yeah. Who knows what our second color is, you know. Nice. So one of the Blood Priests did come back, which I think we're happy with. Maybe we'll get both back. So, yeah, so, I think I'm more likely to play Deliberate than the Skitter Sneak in this deck. Like if we end up in black-blue. We'll take the Blight on the off chance we need fixing. I guess I'll stick these up here. We really want the cat token maker, and more of these. Of course, we may also open up a Drake Roost, in which case, you know, ooh, we didn't open a Drake Roost, but we did get Master of Winds again, and it's really, really good. This pack is a mean one because it has several things we kind of want. Journey to Oblivion, excellent removal spell. Marauding Blight Priest, life gain payoff. Double face modal card, that's a land. That's a cleric, I mean. Obviously, it's a land. I think one takes Master of Winds. And maybe we're a blue-black deck. Who knows? But it is close. I mean, Journey to Oblivion, Blight Priest, Journey especially is close. And the Blight Priest and Cleric are both quite good too. But we'll take Master of Winds here. Ooh. And then we immediately get an Intended Healer. Okay. Well, there you go. We could still be open in the Cleric deck by taking a really good card like Master of Winds. But yeah. It does look like that pick might just get thrown away. We're approaching territory where Blood Priest is actually, like, worth it. Cleric, life gain. Yeah, we probably take it here. We can start taking it pretty early. So, these guys are probably getting thrown out. We'll see what happens, though. We do have two pretty good wizard payoffs, wizard cards, in our back pocket should something crazy happen. Okay, well, I think we grabbed the Blight Priest here to add to our life gain payoffs. It's also a cleric, of course. McKindy Stampede is nice. One of the better versions of this effect we've seen in a while, just because it can be land, and that's usually what it is early. Okay, so the question here is whether we want a Celebrant. I mean, the Celebrant is what combos really sillily with Intended Healer. But I honestly think maybe we want the healer more. Did I pass? Is Cleric of Life Spawn the black-white signpost? Did I really pass that? Obviously, that's what I should have taken. Bad picks happen. I think we take the Celebrant here, actually, just because it does some silly stuff with a bunch of our payoffs. Take a Blood Beckoning here. Yeah, that's pretty bad that I passed that Cleric. That's for sure. Do we want another Sky Dancer more than we want a Sellsword? Probably. I mean, as nice as Blight Priest is, one should not take it over the Signpost. I kind of doubt it comes back, but that'd be cool. Would I rather have an Ox or a Highborn Vampire? The Highborn Vampire does help us with party. Maybe that matters a little more. Mind Drain does make people lose life, but I think I'm going to take the Banneret. It's kind of overperformed, especially when you can make cat tokens and stuff. I guess we'll take a third Skydancer. I mean, apparently we're a rogue deck. Yeah, the deck is still looking decent. It's just really sad to pass the Signpost. Mind Drain or Ox? Probably Ox. Probably Constrictor. We'd already have one of those. Okay. Well, Skyclave Shade is really, really good, so it's what we take. It's a more aggressive card, which isn't, like, perfect for our deck, but I think the value of a creature that just won't stop attacking the opponent tends to be pretty high. So, that is what we'll take here. Swarm Shambler's good. Obviously, not where we're going. We may just take the Predation here. I mean, the Raptor's fine. Maybe we'd probably just take the Raptor, honestly. Yeah. See if I can pass another Cleric of Life's Bond. So, Deadly Alliance here, great removal, and we actually have decent party going on. Like, a party of 2 is going to be pretty common in this deck. And a party of 3 isn't out of the question, so... Doesn't look like this is going to be a Constrictor deck. If we'd gotten the Signpost, and we could still pick one up, then I'd probably consider running it. But yeah. Oof. I think we probably want the creature more than we want Mind Drain. Right now, we could definitely use more Clerics. Which isn't really what you want to be saying, but it's what I'm saying. We really need more Clerics. Yeah, Pack 3 is very meh. Relic Amulet, that's not what we're looking for. I guess we're going to take a Sellsword here. Nope, the Raptor does not bounce anything useful. We will take another Blood Priest pretty happily. It's a Cleric after all. Well, we could have a fourth Skydancer. Probably just take Black Bloom Rogue, though. We have enough Rogues. It will actually... Oh, never mind. I always think it has a Rogue payoff. But either way, it's a good card, and it's what we'll take here. Well... Yeah, this draft didn't turn out that well, even if we had taken the gold card, I think. Take another Banneret, I guess. Another Mucklord. Yeah. Obviously, what happened, I think, is we passed... Yeah, the Signal Simba, that's exactly what I was about to say. We passed the Signpost, so somebody was like, well, I guess I'm switching to Clerics. I think our deck's okay, but we did not end up with, like, a critical mass of Clerics, which is kind of awkward. Every time I've been successful with a deck like this... That's a Cleric, but it's blue. Every time I've been successful with this deck, it's because I have, you know, like 12 Clerics. Yeah, so... This deck does not have, like, 12 Clerics. so probably don't need the Ox. Probably don't need Highborn Vampire either. Can cut at least probably one Sellsword and one Banneret, and that's probably where we're at. Yeah. Okay. Oh. How many double-faced modal cards do we have? Just one? Yeah, just one. So we're sticking with it like this. We'd have some powerful individual cards. Maybe they'll get us there. Okay, pretty nice hand, actually. We could have like 4 Sky Dancers, which is pretty interesting. I think we probably want to lead with Skyclave Shade because it's just such a nuisance. Like, the earlier you play it, the better, generally speaking. Interesting. I still think we play it here. We'll probably play Blight Priest next, I guess. Depends what happens, of course. I mean, we may just want to leave Sky Dancer up. Are we really going to block here? Because I'll totally just play a land and recast it if they do. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think that's what you want to do. Yeah, we'll play the Blight Priest. Yeah, it is easy to pick the wrong chat response right now. Oh, man. That's the way to do that, that's for sure. Ooh. Well, we probably start doing core Celebrant stuff. We're going to attack first. And play our Celebrant. That doesn't hurt our feelings too much. We can get plenty of value out of it, even if it's not allowed to, like, do its thing. Which is, you know, attack and block. Do I just Blood Priest now, too? I think I'm actually gonna wait. I'm gonna flash in the Sky Dancer and then Blood Priest. I think we can afford to do that. I don't think the Orzhov Rare is actually a bomb, frankly. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this first, because I'm going to attack with that warrior, and it may die. Yep. Similar to our start last time, though. I think our Shade is actually our best card, rather than our Cleric Lord thing. Well, it's not really a Lord, but a Cleric Rare. Nope, don't have Torbacks. We managed to pass the Signpost uncommon during the draft. Like fools. This is a pretty good hand. I think I'm greedy enough. I'm going to hold on to, well... Yeah, I'm going to hold on to the Rogue for now. Yeah, Skyclave Shade. Ooh. We're going to be draining some life in this one, especially if we can get a third land. Because then we'll have 3 party members for our Blood Priests. We do draw a third land. I think I'd probably just attack here, though. As nice as it might be to hold on to the warrior. Although I guess that is like 3 additional damage. Shoot. Is it worth actually not attacking here? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm okay with this. So, you know, making them block and then playing a menace creature is always a good time. So, I think I'm just going to play both of these Blood Priests. See if they play Cleric here. They do not. But, kind of okay with that. I'm just going to take it. Alright, so I think we attack with both Blood Priests here. And I think I want to play the Flyer and then another Blood Priest. Yeah. Oh, that's annoying. Big boy that gains him a bunch of life. Less than ideal for us. I think I just take this. I mean, I could try to go for a double block and get cute, but it'd be nice to draw removal here. That kind of tempo would just be the end for our opponent. We do not draw removal, though. That's not good, you guys. Do I just bash with everything, take 11 on the backswing? They'll be at 5, so they won't... Yeah, I mean, I think that's what we do. Not looking great, but not looking impossible either. That makes things a little more difficult, but if they attack with both, all we have to do is draw one of our removal spells. And we'll be in pretty good shape. They decided not to, which I'm cool with. I've had enough of these lands. We've had some flood going today. So if they attack us, I think I definitely block with the Mucklord to make this a 3-3, right? I mean, should be obvious enough. I guess they're probably not going to attack us. If they do, they're dead, so I kind of want them to. Attack me! Attack me, please. It'll be fine. Stop reading my cards. Just attack. Okay. Well, I think we're actually going to be okay here. Thanks to our Sky Dancer coming down and giving us a surprise block. I think we can avoid taking lethal unless they give everything trample. Okay, so let's do some math here. If I block this and that, I'm trying to decide if it's actually better to wait and play my Sky Dancer at the end of their turn. Like, if I can survive here rather than block with it, that seems pretty good. Then I'd hold on to 2 flyers. I guess I'm going to play it first either way. Okay, so... we're going to block that. We're going to block this. And then we won't take enough to die, so that's good. Just to be safe, I think I'll block there too, though. Looks like we're gonna get there, I think. Yep. Nine would have been bad, that's for sure. Thank you for the raid, Scotty. We're playing Rise of Zendikar draft. Okay, it's a good hand. Well, I probably play the Celebrant here just because the upshot of playing this on turn 4 and getting a cat is so good. And it's not like we're under any pressure anyway, so... Now we're under a little bit of pressure, you could say, I think. Yeah, we're just gonna feed the Swarm this thing. Wow. Okay. Well, start doing this then. I'm not brave enough to attack with my Celebrant in this scenario. The second one of these is going to be brutal for them, not for us. Okay. We don't really want them to be ramping, but... Alright, so play another one. And attack. So we're starting 3-0 again. Let's see if we can keep let's see if we can keep from going 3-3 after a 3-0 start. Since that's what happened last time. This is pretty good. I mean, if you could just play like a random cleric before Aura, it means you're gonna... I mean, as long as it costs less than Aura, it means you're gonna get it back, so... when it dies. So worst case is a 2-for-1. We'd, of course, like to stop drawing lands at this point, but, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. Ouch. Okay, lands, that's enough of that. Had enough of you. Well, at least that land is also a creature. Yeah, I think we'll lead with the Blight Priest. Also, we'll decrease the cost of our, uh-oh. That's not what we're wanting to see. I can tell you that much. That's not good news. Not good news. Trying to think. We do have a main board way to blow it up. We have 2 copies of that one card. But we don't have it right now, so. I don't actually really want to play Aura until I have a Cleric in my graveyard. So I think I'm just going to play the Menace creature here. Also makes our party cards better, so. Yeah, we really need to draw our blow up an enchantment or creature black card, which is strange to begin with, but it is in our deck. 2 copies of it are in our deck. Yeah, Roost is nasty unless you blow it up, which we can. It doesn't look like they're going to kick something this turn, at least. Ooh, that'll be helpful. I guess maybe we want to hold off on playing our land, actually. Alright, so let's play our Blood Priest here. I'm enough worried about Jawari, whatever, that I think I probably will play my land just to be safe. But before we do that, we can actually attack with our Rogue. Yeah. And now we'll start holding on to lands for our Shade. Oh, I could just have played it as a 5. I forget you can do that, honestly. I think on this board, it being a 3 is fine, though. I guess Anti-Cognition could get me here too, but with the landfall, I don't really care. In my mind, you can only cast this for 5 from your graveyard, but obviously you can do it whenever you want. This is a cheap Deadly Alliance. It's murder right now. It's a better murder, actually. Easier to cast, and it can hit Planeswalkers. Started making YouTube content, believe it or not, in 2015. I'm doing it for 5 years. More than 5 years. May 2015. Man, why does everyone always have a bubble snare for my Shade? It's mean. They've always got it, it seems. Well, if they do try to double block, I can blow it up with Deadly Alliance if I really want to. I could Deadly Alliance my own creature. Yeah, so let's attack with both of these. Yeah, I'm down with this because it means my aura is worth playing now. So, yeah. So we play aura here. We don't really have a reason to hold on to lands anymore, so we won't. I don't think we have any other landfall cards. No sacrifice outlets, I'm pretty sure. There's not a ton of that in this set. I could Deadly Alliance my own creature. That's the best I can do. That's it. But obviously, Deadly Alliancing their stuff is better. Okay. Well... do I just Deadly Alliance one of those and attack? Probably, yeah. That's probably what I do. This is going to do some significant damage to them. 6 or so. Yeah, 6. So what we want them to do here is attack with their drakes. I guess on the off chance that they have... Is it just better to play my Muck Lord? It probably is, actually. We've got to get some life gaining going here. Luckily, Aura represents some annoying things. Yeah, I don't have the Cleric. You're right, I don't have the Cleric artifact. That would be sweet. Thank you for the follow, D-Scott. So if they have the Bounce Wizard here, it's going to be pretty brutal. I do get closer to making this a 5-3, is the good news. Well, that's a big creature. Those will be useful, though. Okay. Well, I think really all we can do is attack with Aura here. So we're gonna, if they block, we get back the Blood Priest, which will drain them for 2, in addition to the 1 they'll take from our Hierophant and the additional 1 from the Blight Priest. So we're in pretty good place if they block here. They're gonna be very low on life, and then we can use our Sky Dancers to try to finish the job. It's actually better for them to just take it, I think. Because if they decide to block it and kill it, especially if they trade, it's going to be bad. Yeah, they're deciding not to trade, so it's not quite as good, but it will drop them to, what, 3? Yeah, 3. And we can get them to 8 cards here. The demon did get a lot smaller thanks to all of our life gain. So, as long as they don't get some drakes going, we might get there this turn. On the previous turn, it would have been better to have the Sky Dancer, but we couldn't know that. Because we decided not to play it, because I was like, they're probably just going to make a Drake, and I won't be able to do damage with it anyway. Okay. What do you think they bounce here? Bounce the Blood Priest. I think that's the best call here. Okay. See how aggressively they attack here. Just with flyers, unfortunately. Alright, so we're just going to take 4. And we're going to flash in Sky Dancer. And we're going to flash in another Sky Dancer. Okay. This isn't looking great. We needed to draw a way to gain life. Well, I think we dropped them to 1, and we know we're 1 life gain card away from getting there. I mean, I could attack with this too, but it doesn't seem worth it to me right now. We're pretty wide here, so that helps. My first MTG top 10, to show you how long ago I started making them, was during Eldrazi Winter, and it was top 10 cards for beating modern Eldrazi. Back when I did a lot more, I used to do more constructed stuff. But I stopped doing that like 4 years ago, so... Yeah, I've redone several top 10s already, and yeah, there'll be more redone. I'm redoing one of my past Halloween top 10s, actually. So, we do still have 2 Blood Priests in our deck. That's pretty good. Yeah. We are dead next turn, basically, though, so we need to draw it desperately. Okay. So I'm actually going to block with my Blood Priest because I have the card that gets me a creature back from my graveyard, and if I can do that, that will win us the game. Yeah. We're going to block there and take 4. Oh, we're actually not quite dead still. Wait a second. They only have... No, they have 4 blockers. Just kidding. Not good, though. That wasn't good. We have several cards we can draw that can win us the game. Give us one of them, please. Core Celebrant, 2 Blood Priests, the card that lets me get a creature back from my graveyard. Those are the ones that immediately come to mind. I may be forgetting something. Alright, it's going to come down to this turn, it looks like. Did they attack too aggressively here? Because they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, are we actually dead? We are dead. How did I not think we were dead? I mean, I take 4 from those. Block that. Block this. We're actually not quite dead, but we have to lose both these creatures, which will make it a lot harder for us to, yeah. It'll make it harder for us to win the game, because any life gain card won't do it anymore. We have to draw the right card now. But that does give us one more turn. I guess. Yeah. Look out. Lol. Alright, they got us. Okay, looks good enough. Could have used to feed the swarm in that game too, man. We had so many cards we desperately needed in that game. Like if we'd blown up that roost early, would have felt great. Ooh, nice. Okay. Well, let's hope we draw a land. Last time we tried to make this happen, it didn't work out, but maybe it will this time. Okay, as long as I don't have a kill spell, it might work out here. Okay, looks like we're at least going to get a cat out of the deal. I don't feel like it's worth attacking with the Celebrant when it's going to give us a life and a cat for every creature we play, so I'm not going to. I may be about to play Vanquish the Weak, I guess, on my healer. Alright, looks like we're going to live the dream. Temporarily, at least. We'll actually get to start attacking them soon. Right now, I don't see it as worthwhile. Next turn we can attack with the Mucklord, though, especially if they don't play anything. Yeah, it's just a pretty sweet little common-uncommon combo for the Cleric deck, that's for sure. It's a pretty silly value engine. Man, that sucks for them. They must have been holding on to that and hoping they'd find what they needed, I guess. Alright, so let's attack with our Mucklord here. See what goes down. We just have one cat and one dog. And we're actually also fostering 2 hamsters right now. That's all we have. Okay. Yeah, not really anything I can do about this. But that's alright. I'm going to put it here because it'll make the Celebrant a better attacker for when we, or blocker, if we're giving a lifelink as well. I think for now, I'm just going to hold on to my mana, flash in the Sky Dancer and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so we knew that might happen. We will get one more cat out of the deal before it does. Nice. Well, we'll attack them. We will play a Sellsword. And a Blood Priest. Get one more cat. Okay, Blight Priest, huh? I think I just killed this Dauntless Survivor at this point, right? I mean, their board is empty. Yeah, so I think that is the plan. You know, you kind of want to use it on something more impressive, but if that's all they've got and we have a bunch of attackers, that means we should be attacking. Oh, man. Well, is it more worthwhile to give something lifelink until end of turn or play a Blight Priest? Probably just play a Blight Priest. Because I'm not going to get yet, so, yeah. Yeah, the dog is like part black lab, part pit, and the cat is, you know, she's a long-haired cat who's a tortoiseshell. Which isn't really a breed, it's just her colors, if you didn't know. But yeah, she's just like a, you know, not any sort of fancy breed. What do you think they have here that they're not dead? Okay, I think you're still dead, but that probably did feel good. Hold on just a second. I'm back. So, this deck has done better than our first one, and I think our first deck is definitely better, but that's how things go. We are 4-1. Okay. This looks good enough. These Sky Dancers have been pretty legit. You know, we're not a rogue deck, and we barely care about milling. Do we care at all about milling? I don't think we do. But they do the job pretty well. In terms of just like representing a clock in the sky and stuff. I'd like to be able to kill that, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. However, I can actually attack. I might as well. We could play our Blight Priest here. It's not quite as good as our other plan, you know, of getting the healer in play, but Celebrant plus Blight Priest is pretty good. I'm going to take 5 here. Well, now I'm really going to take 5 here. I don't have a choice in the matter. Okay. We're going to attack again. I'm going to play my Hierophant, because it'll get back the Blight Priest when it dies. I haven't drafted Scoot Swarm yet. I've been up against someone who did, though. And it was pretty gross. I mean, I definitely block the Scythe Cat if they attack here. Trade for a creature that's almost definitely going to get bigger and get a 2-for-1 out of the deal. Yeah, so we're going to give it a try. We'll still get a 2-for-1 if they use a trick. It just won't be as sweet. I'd be really happy if this happens like this. It doesn't look like it will. Yeah, no, it does not. That's pretty brutal. pretty brutal. We definitely need a kill spell. ASAP. That's not a kill spell. What did I just say, deck? Come on. Do we have the time to play the Celebrant and just keep trying to gain life? I guess so. We are just gonna pass our turn here, though. With no attacks. I think I have to do everything I can to trade for the Scythe Cat, which will even include blocking with our Blight Priest, but we're not going to get that opportunity, it seems. We will block that and take 4, though. Well, I'd rather play the Mucklord, actually. We might be able to kill this thing with the help of some Sky Dancers. Our Celebrant's doing what it can to keep us alive. Opponent has to run out of removal at some point, right? Look at all these common spells. So good. So if they attack, I think the plan will be to flash into Sky Dancer and double block the Scythe Cat with Mucklord and Sky Dancer. Yeah. Give it a try. Obviously enough if they have removal, this isn't going to work out so well. But I think we still go for it. Removal or a trick would be brutal. Oh, thank goodness. We have a chance now, everybody. Does decrease our chances a little. Canopy Baloth. Man. So 3, 6, 7 mana is what we're looking at here. We want them to not have a land. That's what we really want here. Not a land. Okay. It's less than ideal, but it's not a land. Alright, let's flash in another one of these. Well, I don't hate that we just milled Grakmaw. Ooh, hello. Now we've got the combo going. We just need to stabilize. I believe in us. Don't kill my healer. Never did anything wrong. Not for me, anyway. Not wrong to me. Maybe about to get stuff back from their graveyard, which will not be fun because of Grakmaw. Yeah. I mean, we just throw cats in front of the Baloth. It doesn't have trample after all. Just when it looked like we might turn the corner, now they're going to reanimate Grakmaw. Oh, goodness. Goodness, goodness. Yeah. We can actually block it, is the good news. But yeah, Grakmaw's a problem nonetheless. Like, we can just throw our Core Celebrant in front of it for the foreseeable future. So we're actually kind of okay. Even with Grakmaw in play, I think we have a good chance. Luckily, our board is well developed enough that, yeah, it's not the end of the world. Man, when Blood Priest consistently Lightning Helix your opponent, it's pretty sweet. It's what it's been doing in this deck. Alright, that's good news, I think. So, yeah. I think we just do this again. Okay. Another flyer will be good. There's not any reason for us to return a land, so we... Oh, wait. Except I can keep my activated ability up. That's a reason. This activated ability, that is. I mean, yeah, I'd probably play EDH on Command Zone if I was invited. If they attack recklessly here, ever, we can maybe get them with this activated ability. Like, my Celebrant on its own could just block the Baloth, so... Man, we've been pretty lucky drawing creature after creature after creature. And yeah, they'll be dead. Yeah, next turn. Could they have been dead that turn if I attacked with everything? I don't think so. I think we're in a good enough position that it's not worth the trouble. Alright, so Sky Dancer. Can't still use the ability, but I don't think that's a big problem. Actually, I can just block like this. Throw... Oh yeah. We probably would rather block Tramplers, though, with this. Okay, yeah, they realize they lose. Those Sky Dancers, I mean, that's a good card. But it's worked out pretty well for our deck overall. Man. I wouldn't have guessed this deck was going to be a 5-3 or better, but... We've been getting the combo consistently enough that it's been going down. Right, I think this is a keeper. Sky Dancers. I was surprised at how many we got. Alright, so... One definitely leads with the Shade, just because you can always get it back later if they kill it. Now, they may have, like, Nahiri's Binding or something in this color pair, but that's okay. Yeah, it's looking like it has a decent chance to be the last one of the day. If it continues to go well, it probably will be. Probably shouldn't have played that land first, in all honesty, but yeah. So we're just going to leave mana up and start flashing these in. Oh, man. Evasive damage. Hey, look, it's a Baloth. I should have, again, not played my land yet, but if they decide to trade there, we'd be okay with it. I think we just end our turn, play another Sky Dancer. Maybe take 6 here, but we're going to gain back 2 in the near future. Well, that's going to be annoying for my Skyclave Shade. Of course, the upshot is I can just get it back, so could be worse. And we'll still have Sky Dancer damage going their way. I want to make sure they hit a land again, I guess. Nice. So I think we go Blood Priest, Deadly Alliance, attack with everything. Yeah. So they're dead on the backswing from our Sky Dancers. Unless they do something about it. Probably block? I don't know. Okay, so... Alright, yeah, well... I mean, this deck may not be as synergistic as they can be, but just all of these evasive, efficient creatures and removal spells, turns out that's pretty good, you know? If our next game... Yeah, Sky Dancer does seem like it's been the MVP. Yeah, so if this game's just as fast as the other one, we'll have time for another draft. We'll probably have time for another draft since that one is so fast now. Whether we win or lose this one. Because I already have 2 losses, right? I guess if I have 1 loss, I might not get there, but... Okay, good hand. Good hand. We definitely hold on to our rogue to be a rogue. Well, I think given the situation, I just play my Blood Priest here because we want to be playing X1s and, yeah. So I definitely would block this if it attacked. It's not going to attack, though, is it? No. No, it's not. Okay, well, don't mind that. Might actually, as nice as getting Celebrant Intended Healer online, killing Goma Fata Vanguard by flashing in our Sky Dancer is pretty good. I think that's the plan here. Uh-oh. Okay. Maybe now I just want to kill that. I will get 2 for 1 in the process, but I think I'm okay with it. Oh, I'm stupid. So stupid. Oh no, I couldn't have blocked, so I'm not that stupid. But yeah, I think we got a block. We get 2 for 1, but we can recover from that. We just can't let that thing get completely out of control, and that's basically what would have happened. Alright, so let's play our Celebrant here. Won't be able to block, but that's okay. Alright, so I think we want to go with the healer first here. Attack him for 1. End our turn. So we can Deadly Alliance this if we need. Yeah, that's mean, but I'll live with it. I probably do have to Deadly Alliance this. If I play my Rogue first, it'll only cost 3, right? Yes. Oh, except I only have 5 mana, so it doesn't matter if it would only cost 3. Okay, so yeah, we're just going to Deadly Alliance this. Attack for 2. Yeah, we do have the Marauding Blight Priest Core Celebrant combo at least. Okay. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and kill this thing. And play our Blight Priest. How many cards are in their graveyard? They need 2 more, and our Black Bloom Rogue will be big. Okay, so here we play Rogue. And then Blood Priest. And gosh, is it worth attacking here with my Blight Priest and Celebrant and token? I think it probably is. They'll be far enough behind on the board, I think I can get away with it. Oh. Especially if they're going to block like that. If I were them, I would have traded for the Blight Priest. Ah, that's why they did it. Because they don't need to. Well, that didn't really work out in the long run, did it? So they're at 6 cards in their graveyard. I guess I attack with my Blood Priest here. I have to double block the Rogue. Yeah, we'll just attack with the Blood Priest, though. Yeah. I mean, I could drop them to 1, but it's not going to do enough to be worth it. That also means if we get back our graveyard... Oh, we already had a Blood Priest in there anyway, but yeah. So they need 1 more card in their graveyard. Uh-oh. You think they have another one? They don't, thank God. Oh, good. Okay. I guess I'm going to kill the Tactician here. And now I can attack with both, and if they block, I get to kill them both. That seems worthwhile. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This isn't a warrior, so it's not gonna have double strike. So I'm cool with that. Uh-oh again, though. think if I were them, I'd just leave it. Yeah, just leave it. Yeah. So we're probably going to lose this one. I don't see us finding a way to come back. A creature who can't block isn't a ton of help right now, but, you know, does get our life back up to 8, for what that's worth. Alright, so... Gosh, do I just let them hit me for 6 here and pray they don't have a way to finish the job? I think we do. It's a good chance they have it, but... I guess they don't. So next turn they can just put it on the cleric to kill us. Yeah. Flooded out at the wrong time. I mean, I might as well attack, see if they screw something up. I can actually... No, I can't survive. That's a lie. I can trigger landfall, though, just for fun. Gets me up to 3. I do survive, actually, don't I? Wow. I have to block the Blade Master and take 1 from the Kitesail Cleric. Okay, so we need to draw removal or something else. Curses. Yeah, so we're dead. We could have drawn some things, but we didn't. They even made a mistake there. I guess we'll hope they make another mistake. And don't equip their Relic Axe correctly or something. Yeah, they got it. Darn. We've had a few people get down low in life, and then we just couldn't finish the job, but overall this deck did pretty well. Ah, we actually have one more chance. So we actually might not have time for one more draft since we have one more attempt to get to 7. I thought maybe I'd only lost 1, but then that didn't seem right. Ooh, this is good. The only sort of annoying thing sometimes is that you don't really love playing Aura unless you already have a Cleric in your graveyard. Oh, that'll help us get there. Kill the Blood Priest. Uh-oh. Do I want to feed the Swarm that right away? I don't know that I do. I just think curving out might be more valuable right this second. Ah, now I have another way to kill it. That still lets me hold on to feed the Swarm. Yeah, it's similar to that deck, Games Ender, to that Cleric deck. So, I'm just going to play the Blight Priest, and let's see what happens. That's my approach here. Maybe killing this is good, because if they, like, play a Wizard here and then play, like, a 2-mana spell, it's going to suck. But, yeah. Yeah, no Vial this time. We also have fewer Clerics. Overall, I'd say it's not as good of a Cleric deck. But yeah. So, let's attack with our Blood Priest first and see what happens. Then I think we need to kill Kaza, probably with Vanquish, so that we can hold on to Feed the Swarm for something more, more bigger. Uh-oh. Now that's more bigger. The problem with it is you get value out of it either way, so like they already kind of did what they wanted to. Yeah, so that's annoying. So I may not kill it just yet. I am going to attack, see if they're too scared to block. Darn, they're not. We'll play Aura here, though. So if either of them die, we get back our Blood Priest. So that's cool. They might have Bubble Snare, though, which, well, it doesn't turn it off completely, actually. That's probably the right thing to do. I mean, it does mean you get 2 for 1, but it's better than killing the Blight Priest, and then I get back the thing, and then I can play Aura later, and etc. So, I wonder if they attack us here. Luckily, it doesn't keep getting boosted. That would be bad news. Alright, so we probably have to kill the Master. And I think we attack with Blood Priest. I don't remember the name of the person who won the giveaway. I don't know if he's here in chat today or not. We need to stop drawing lands, please. Okay, well, that's not a land. I guess I'll take it. Kill this thing before they can draw cards off of it. Well, touche, sir. Or madam. Yeah, I mean, their deck has a lot more ways of, like, drawing cards and stuff, which is not great for us. We do have that graveyard spell. We haven't seen it all day, though, which is sad. I mean, at this point, should I just be attacking with my Blood Priest? Blight Priest? Nah. Especially now that I have the Muck Lord. Oh, they're having to copy their Fisher Wizard. That's rough. That's rough. I mean, it could be worse, but less than ideal, let's say. Alright, so we're going to attack with Muck Lord here. Play Sellsword. Holding onto our land because we do have our Shade somewhere in our deck. Our only landfall card. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. See you later, Cliffhaven Sellsword. That's a lot of Fisher Wizards. Okay. Alright, we end our turn. Not looking great, though. There's another X1 after all, and they have Rockslide Sorcerer in play. I teach all kinds of history at this point, but my area of research and specialty is medieval Europe. Ouchies. Yeah, I think we're dead. Alright, so I think we flashed this in. And I think we probably just go ahead and block 2 of them. And hope we find something. I would have liked something a little bigger, but it does gain us some life at least. Alto would mean high. Basso would mean low. Are you asking whether I teach at college or primary school level? That will do it. I teach at college level.